Well, I think the kiss of death goes to Dare Me, I think. It's a shame because whichever one you pick, it's probably doesn't do him much help, but there we are. We have to go for something, so probably him, Novice Hurdling, I think.
Really looking forward to the jump season starting, and my horse to follow for the coming season is Weird Owl. He was my selection and well backed for the RSA chase at Cheltenham when unfortunately things went wrong, went pear-shaped just a week before the race. Hopefully he's recovered from the leg injury. I know the sort of prognosis was very good. He's still unbeaten over fences, and he's a horse that I love, both his jumping and his old-fashioned style. He's definitely bred to get 3¼ to 3½ miles. He looks a real staying chaser of the highest order. He twice beat Knockara Bow, who went on to run in the RSA, and the way that ran suggests that Weird Owl would have been certainly on the premises, would have given Weapons Amnesty a race. Hopefully this year he can now show that he is a Grade 1 chaser.
This is my chaser to follow for the season. She's called Easter Legend. You may remember running a really big race at Cheltenham in the David Nicholson Hurdle. Emma Lavelle is going to send her chasing this year, and I just think that could really suit this tough, honest mare, and I think she could be one to follow for the rest of the season.
And also I really do like this year, one horse to follow for me is Spirit River. I remember I tipped this horse up last year to win the Tote Gold Trophy down there at Newbury. He was very unlucky, got a bad mistake, 3 out, put paid to his chances when he was cantering. But we got it all back when he won the Coral Cup at Cheltenham. He loves Cheltenham, this horse, Spirit River. Always a massive chance when you're looking at horses to win at the festival in March. Spirit River is 25 to 1 for the Royal Sun Alliance chase. I've been told this horse has scored absolutely brilliantly down there at 7 Barrows with Nicky Henderson. He's the one for me to follow this year, ladies and gentlemen. Just the one horse, Spirit River.
Court in Motion is a favourite of mine. I've loved him since he's come into the yard. Probably lucky he didn't win a novice hurdle last year.
Yeah,
he's still a novice for this year. If he goes on from last season, he could be very good.
I mean, I suppose at this stage, I'd probably say Court in Motion.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's something very special about him. So hopefully he'll show that to everybody, not just me.
My horse to follow for the coming jump season is Nicky Henderson's Zaynar. I think this one's open to all sorts of improvement this season. Horses coming out of their 4-year-old career and going into their 5-year-old career often struggle, but Zaynar did very well last season, won 2 races, finished 3rd in the Champion Hurdle. If you look at the last 2 years in the Champion Hurdle, the one that had finished 3rd then went on to win the Champion Hurdle, and both of those were 5-year-olds. I think horses make big progress from 5 to 6, and I expect Zaynar to do exactly the same, and he could challenge big bucks in the World Hurdle.
Let's try Razor Royale again. I think he's an improver.
A horse definitely worth following this season is Gentle Ranger, David Pipe's chaser, typical old-fashioned type, who was running a massive race in the 4-miler at Cheltenham Festival last season before falling. He came back in April to Cheltenham and won a handicap of 130 with a typical gutsy display. I think he's a staying chaser going places, could even make up into a Grand National type, got the heart of a lion, and I'll be following him in every single start this season.
I think the horse I'm very fond of is like what we've seen is Pantxoa. Only a 3-year-old, as I said earlier, but he could be one. Whatever he does, is just keep following him. I think he could be very classy.
We've got a lovely horse with Emma Lavelle called Penny Max, who was placed in a point-to-point, and we bought him after that. And he's a really, really nice horse, and he'll be running probably in a bumper within the next sort of 2 or 3 weeks, as soon as the rains come. But he's one to look out for. Grand horse, fantastic physical specimen.
My jumper to follow would be the Nicky Henderson trained Finian's Rainbow. Now this horse was a classy 142 rated hurdler, but looks every inch a chaser in the making. Connections have been very bullish about his credentials, and I think he will be a serious force to be reckoned with this term. From an anti-post perspective, while the new Jewson chase over 2½ miles has been mooted as the likely target, he could also end up in the Arkle. So my advice would be back him at around 20 to 1 for both races, because I think whichever one he does end up in come March, he'll be about a 3 or 4 to 1 shot on the day. So Finian's Rainbow, best of luck to all you long shot followers, and see you again soon.